Hello everyone, my name is Joanna and welcome to my channel. This is the very first video that I have ever done on YouTube, so bear with me, I'm just kind of winging it. I'm starting a channel based off of makeup. I love makeup. I've loved makeup pretty much my entire life. I do makeup for friends and family, and I'm kind of headed in that career path. So I thought this would be a great place to start showing people my techniques and what I do and how much I love makeup and reviewing new products. I'm 39 years old, so I've got aging skin. So anybody that's around my age that's starting to get fine lines and wrinkles, you'll probably enjoy my techniques more. My style has changed a little over the years based on age, of course. And there's this makeup palette that I have been eyeing for months. It's by Seint. I'm not a Seint artist, so I'm not pushing their products or anything like that. It's just some makeup that I have been wanting to try for a very long time, and I watch people on Reels and YouTube trying it out. So my wonderful fiance decided to purchase me some for Mother's Day. So I am super excited to try it out and thought that I will let y'all come along with me to give it a try for the first time. So I literally just unboxed it. I started with the 12 section palette. Here's the palette by Seint. And it's got 2 compartments that I'll fill up with the amount of makeup that I purchased. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the main highlight colors first. The ones, I'm kind of fair light skin, but I use self-tanner, so I'm tanner sometimes, I'm white sometimes. I do have self-tanner on right now, so I'm a little bit darker, but I got a couple of different shades for when I'm lighter and when I'm darker. So this is the lighter shade. It's called Aura, A-U-R-A, and I'm gonna put that in my first compartment. I love how they're magnetized, it's super cool. And the next one I have is June. It's a little bit darker, so I will put that in next. There you go. So next, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put in my contours. I got one that's a little lighter, a little darker. This one's the lighter one, Shadow. I'm gonna kind of put that in right there. And then I also got Olive. And I reached out to a girl that I follow on Instagram and sent her my pictures so she was able to color match me based off of my pictures. So we'll see how that works when we put it on. The next in my compartment I think is going to be my bronzer. What is this? Let's see. Actually, looks like I had 3 highlight colors. So we'll go ahead and take one of these out. I'm gonna reorganize, sorry guys, I'm a little indecisive. So this is actually another main color, Goddess. So that's when I'm like super tan. I'm not really even that tan. So that one might have to be mixed with a lighter color. But we'll go ahead and put that one in, and then we'll go back and put the contours. I believe this is my bronzer. Okay, got that there. Put this here. And then the last compartment for the front will be my bronzer, which is Bella. Which kind of almost looks like the contour. Okay, so there's my first palette all filled up. So we will go to the back, and I'm gonna start probably with, let's go with my setting powder. This is a Vanilla Dust setting powder. It's kind of a translucent powder. Then we will do blush. This one is Summer Love. It's a light pink. Okay. Then we got Black Cherry, which looks super dark, but when you put it on, it's kind of like a pretty purple color. So it's really nice from what I've seen from people that used it on Instagram. And then we'll have the Glamizing Illuminator. It's a powder, it's not a cream like the others. Put that right there. And then I got some eyeshadow. I was trying my best to fit everything that I need for my face into one palette. I travel and I'm always looking for ways to take less makeup when I'm traveling. So I got 4 eyeshadows. This one is Mama. It's a light pink. Put that one in first. This one's gonna kind of be for the corner of my eyes. This is Oak. It's a brown. And then I got 2 sparklies. I'm a little obsessed with sparklies. This one is Venus. You could also use the Illuminator as a shadow. At least I would. I've been known to do that. And then the last one is another sparkly Soulmate. Kind of a pinky goldy kind of color. All right, so there's my last section. So we got our foundations, contours, bronzers in the first one. And then we got our setting powder, our blushes, our illuminators, and our shadows in the second one. So let's go ahead and get started. So, of course, everyone knows you need a good moisturizer on your face first. So I'm just gonna use L'Oreal Revitalift moisturizer. I'm gonna start with that. Take a little, and I mainly put it on my problem areas, which is my forehead, under my eyes, a little right here where you get those lines, and of course the neck. Let's go ahead and blend that in. Still trying to get used to putting my makeup on while I'm looking in the camera. I do have a mirror in front of me, so if you see me look off to the side, that's because I'm kind of used to putting my makeup on in the mirror and not in a camera. Okay. That should be good and moisturized. Now you really want to let this sit about 5 minutes, but I have somewhere to be tonight at 5, and it is 3:34. So being that I'm trying this makeup on for the first time, it might be timely. Kind of take a lot of time, so I don't have a whole lot of time to work with today. So typically I would let that soak in for 5 minutes or so, but today we're really not going to let that happen because of time. So I'm going to go in with one of my favorite primers, which is the Nyx Marshmallow Primer. It's super smooth and soft and just fills in all those little spots, of course. Again, then I put it in, I would say my most problem areas, where I see the most fine lines is my forehead. So I really pay close attention, especially right here because of the squinting. See, that's where I usually see it the most. A little bit there. Super excited to try this, but you know what? I honestly have no idea how it's gonna go or how I'm gonna like it because I'm pretty picky on my makeup. I've never used this before. As you can see, nothing had been used yet. So y'all are coming along with me for the very first time to see how much I do or don't like it. I sure hope I like it because it was not the most affordable makeup I've ever purchased. Okay. All right, I got my face all primed. There is another primer that I like, and I use this just on a little bit more problem areas. Like I said, I have those little wrinkles right here, and this is the L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur. It's super thick. It's almost like a wax, so I don't use it much. I use just a tiny drop like that, and I dab it in the middle of my forehead, just to fill in those lines a little. And that's really the only place that I use it. If you got more lines like crow's feet or under your face or whatever, you can, I'm sorry, under your eyes, under your face, you could use it there. Okay, so one of the techniques I do know that a lady that I purchased the makeup from said that she uses setting spray to blend the makeup in easier. I've never done that. We'll see how easy it blends on its own first. And if not so good, then we will try that technique. So I don't really know how the Seint artists use their makeup, so I'm just gonna go with what I know. And I'm definitely a little more tan today, so I'm gonna probably go in with the second color here, which I believe is June. I think that matches my skin tone the best today. If it is too light, then I can mix some dark in there and just kind of go from there. So I'm gonna start by just dabbing my finger in it. It's definitely too light. So I'm gonna add some darker in there to mix in with it. Definitely too light for me. I'm learning as I go. It seems really, really thick. So it doesn't look like you need much. So I'm gonna go in with the next color, which is actually very orangey. And I already have a very golden skin tone, so I'm hoping all in all this will come out okay when I'm done and not be too orange. By the way, I did not purchase the Seint brush. It was expensive. It's like $40, $50. So there's a dupe for it on Amazon, and I purchased that one. And I heard it works just as good, and I love it because I had some other cream makeup I purchased from Makeup Forever, and it does a great job. So this is like a Do Care brush I got off Amazon. Works great. Anyway, I'm going to use this dense part to blend. Bear with me, I may have to add some dark, light, whatnot to get the color right. And you do not want a cake makeup on. That only makes fine lines and wrinkles more prominent. It's fairly full coverage, but I think it definitely could be buildable. This color looks about right for my current skin tone. I may add just a little bit more. My freckles are showing through. Let's put a little bit of light, a little bit darker. I got freckles, so they're like poking through, which is okay. I don't mind my freckles showing a little bit. Okay. Alrighty. And I usually go in with the lightest color for underneath my eyes, which is the highlight. Ooh, that's super light. Might be too light. We'll see. We'll see how it blends out. I'm gonna go in with this smaller tapered brush. And I'm gonna dab. It's a little bit light for me, my current skin tone, so I maybe put just a touch the next one up. Put that on the bridge of my nose. Look at me. Alright. Sorry with the weird faces. I'm not used to recording myself putting makeup on. All right, I think that's good. Okay. Now, we're going to go in with our contour. I'm going to use I believe it's Shadow. It's a little bit lighter. So this is my technique, but you know, everybody has their own technique. I just get this and I just dot on the high part of my cheekbone. I have no idea how pigmented this is. So this is all trial and error. Y'all like my Minnie Mouse looking hair thing? It's probably got some makeup on it. I use it every time I put makeup on. This shadow is very ashy, which is good for a warmer skin tone because it's a cool tone. You don't want to have something make you even more warm skin tone when you already have golden hues, which I have to my skin. I'm gonna go down side of my nose. Starting out light and I will add if I need to. So let's blend. I dab, I never rub it, because it'll take the product underneath off. I bet this video is gonna be like an hour. It seems to be pretty pigmented, so I don't think I'm gonna need to add any more contour. It's more than enough. Trying to blend it in. I don't want to have any kind of significant lines going on there. Okay, now I am gonna go in with my blush next. Flip that over. I'm gonna go with this light pink blush today. You know, it's not really showing because my skin is super tan right now. So I'm gonna go over it with some of the black cherry. Yeah, if you can see that one better. And I just kind of put it right on top of where I contoured at. Very light. Let's go in with black cherry. Okay, let's blend that. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the vanilla setting powder. I'm gonna go ever so lightly, set the under eye. I'm going to go ahead and take just a teeny tiny bit of that contour. Make a little line. That little button nose look. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the other brush that this came with. It's got a angle brush and a powder brush. So I'm gonna go in with the powder brush to set the rest of my face. Sorry I'm so quiet, guys. I'm kind of just watching this as I go to see the coverage, the ease of application, the way it blends. I'm kind of just analyzing it to see so I can give my honest review and opinion of it. So far, I think it looks pretty natural. I still think my under eyes are a little bit too light, but that's the risk you take with online makeup, and it might look fine, not in this bright light that I've got my face in right now. Okay, so now that I have set that, I'm gonna go in with the Glamizing Illuminator. And I just go, oh, wow, it's really pigmented. Be careful. Oh, might be too much. A little bit on the end of her lip. Go in and blend that a little bit. Super pigmented. Don't use much of that. You don't want to look like a star in the sky. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go in with another product. It's Nyx eye primer, so we can do my shadow. And this is how I do my shadow. I just put the eye primer. Rub it in with my finger. And I'm gonna go ahead and use, I love this Wet n Wild setting powder. It's like $5 and it works better than Laura Mercier or any of the other kind of expensive ones I've tried. So I use that just to set my lid. You don't want it sticky or tacky when you're putting on eyeshadow. Alrighty. Ready to test out our shadow. I wish I knew all the names and sizes of my brushes, but I don't. I'm just getting the product off with this little thing I've been using for years. Okay. So we're gonna go in with the lightest shade on this palette, this light pink. And this I'm gonna put all over my lid. And I'm gonna go kind of high up. I used to not go on the entire lid. I used to just go in the crease and go sparkly on the lid, but I feel like the sparkles show up even better when you put color on the lid too. So I put it all over now. It blends pretty well. It's kind of light with how tan my skin is right now. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a smaller tipped brush and use some of that brown. In the corner. It's really pigmented too. You don't need much. One thing I'll probably need to work on for future videos is being more time efficient. I know not everybody has an hour every day to get ready. The other end's just a little bit more fluffy and it blends a little bit better. All right, next I'm gonna go with our sparkles, my favorite part. So I always use Nyx Glitter Glue, unless I'm using something like a liquid sparkle, and then I don't use the glitter glue, but it's just regular glitter eyeshadow. I always dab just a little on the lid where it's going to go. It makes that glitter stick so much better. So much more pigmented that way. Just dab that. Okay. I'm going to use this color. I'm sorry, I don't remember all the colors off the top of my head, but as I just got this palette, but we're gonna try that one. It's kind of silvery. Kind of blended in at the crease, the corners. You can see it a little better. Okay. So I'm gonna go in with a really tiny little brush like this, and I'm gonna use some of the Illuminator just above. And in the corners. Then I'm gonna go on with this brush again. Go with the light one. Blend underneath the eye. This is the lightest color. And then we're gonna go in with the darker brown color. Okay, looks pretty good. So I don't make this video like an hour long. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my makeup and I will come back with like the final result with everything put together. But so far this is what just the Seint makeup looks like. Blush, and I didn't use any bronzer today. I didn't feel like I needed it because I'm pretty tan already. Contour, highlight, illuminator. It looks pretty good and natural from what I can see, but I'm gonna finish my brows and lips and eyes, and I'll be back with you in just a minute. Hey y'all, I'm back with everything done. I went ahead and did my brows and got lashes, mascara, lipstick. All in all, I really like it. I think that it's more lighter coverage than a full coverage, but I really like it. I think you could probably build it up a little bit more. I think the colors under my eyes a little bit too light, but you can just order the little things for the palette individually. So I'll probably do that with a little bit of a darker highlight color. But overall, I love it. And again, here's my finished look. Everything all done together. Sorry, I have a tendency to look at myself in the video to see what the makeup looks like and not at you all. But thanks for watching my first video. I'm sure I'll have many more makeup videos to come, but thank you for watching. Bye.